Hi everyone, my name is Mike, and today I'm going to be comparing two great schools, Penn and Princeton, from a student life perspective. I'm one of the founders of Red Blue Prep. We offer affordable online SAT tutoring and college admissions guidance directly from Ivy League graduates. Don't settle for your local tutor. I recently graduated from Penn, and one of my best friends went to Princeton, so over my 4 years of college, I visited Princeton probably over a dozen times. One of the most common questions we get as admissions counselors is which school should I apply to early, which one should I attend if I get in, etc. So we thought we'd start this video series to answer some questions people have about what going to a top school is actually like and how we think you should go about making your decision. Penn and Princeton are obviously both Ivy League schools that are very hard to get into and have great students, faculty, programs, etc. Even though they're rivals and attract a very similar applicant pool, they're actually very different from a student life perspective. So students who are applying or deciding between schools shouldn't worry so much about which is ranked better, because when you're comparing schools at this level, honestly, who cares? You should think about where you'll be happiest. Find the people who are like you, will challenge you, and pick the environment where you think you can thrive. One thing to consider when comparing Penn and Princeton is their campus and location. First of all, Penn is in the center of Philadelphia, while Princeton is in Princeton, New Jersey, a small town located in the middle of Philly and New York, about an hour away from each city by train. The location of each school has played a pretty big role in shaping the culture of both universities. Penn, an urban school, has a social scene centered around both Greek life and the city of Philadelphia. Approximately half of Penn students end up joining a fraternity or sorority, and these organizations host parties and events in Philadelphia at clubs and event spaces. There are also a bunch of events on campus, but there is a strong tendency for students to explore the bars and clubs of Philadelphia because they have it right outside of their door. Princeton, on the other hand, is located in a college town, so the majority of the social events occur on campus. Princeton has a much smaller Greek community, but instead has eating clubs, which are basically these mansions/clubs around Princeton's campus that students join to eat their meals instead of at the dining halls when they're upperclassmen. And the eating clubs also host the majority of the parties. I would say Princeton parties are a lot of fun, but Penn is definitely the more outgoing and social school. In terms of where students live and eat, Penn students are required to live on campus for the first 2 years, and then the majority of students move off campus into Greek houses or apartment buildings around campus. The two popular apartment buildings among my friends when I went there were Radiant and Domus. At Princeton, on the other hand, most students live on campus all 4 years. Penn students typically go off of their meal plan after the first year because the meal plan at Penn is honestly pretty bad and it's also pretty expensive. Princeton students will usually stay on the meal plan or join an eating club where they have the majority of their meals. At Penn, you definitely are adulting, or at least feel like you're adulting earlier, because most students junior year have an apartment, feed themselves, etc., whereas Princeton students are still coddled by the university when they're graduating seniors. In terms of academics, there's no question that both Penn and Princeton are incredible schools. Penn tends to be a little bit more pre-professional, meaning people are studying with a certain career trajectory in mind, whereas Princeton, I would say, is more academic, meaning people study what they're passionate about and figure out what sort of job they want to do later. I would say both schools give you tremendous career opportunities after graduation. Some key programs that I'd like to highlight at each school are Penn's dual degree programs, the M&T program, which is a 4-year coordinated dual degree between the engineering school and Wharton School at Penn, and the Huntsman program, coordinated dual degree 4 years between international studies and Wharton. These are great options for students who are interested in studying multiple subjects in their 4 years and getting multiple degrees. Penn is known for having the #1 ranked business school in the world. That would be the Wharton School of Business. Princeton is no slouch, absolutely. Princeton has a top-ranked math program for undergraduates, top-ranked economics, history, pretty much any subject at Princeton. You are among the best in the world for that subject. So you can't go wrong with either school, but I would say the main deciding factor in terms of fit should be, are you a very career-oriented or career-minded person, or do you want to spend 4 years studying your passion and becoming the best in the world at it? If you're pre-professional, I would say Penn might be better suited for you. If you're more academic, I would say Princeton might be better suited for you, but both are great choices either way. As I mentioned earlier in the video, Penn and Princeton are sports rivals within the Ivy League. I would say any given year, one team could be better than the other. I would say the majority of students who attend Penn or Princeton are not the most passionate about the rivalry or about the sports, but it's definitely fun to go to either school and go to at least one football game a semester. But compared to some state universities, neither Penn nor Princeton will be the most exciting sports school to attend. If you're an athlete, however, Ivy League is Division I, and I think you can't go wrong either way going to Penn and Princeton, especially if you don't plan on playing your sport professionally after college. But that pretty much covers it. We hope your takeaway is that neither school is better. Penn and Princeton are both amazing schools. When you're applying to college or selecting colleges after you're admitted, you should be thinking about where you'd be the best fit, not what the rankings say. If you want to see more comparisons of top universities, like, comment, and subscribe to support the channel. Don't forget to visit www.redblueprep.com for personalized online SAT tutoring and college admissions guidance directly from graduates of the Ivy League. I'm Mike, I graduated from Penn, and I'll see you guys in the next one.